Good morning from Japan. I do not want to talk too loud because there are so many houses and apartments around here and it is 6:30 in the morning. Welcome to a full day of training and dieting to become an elite hybrid athlete. There's Finn. This morning we are going for a 12-kilometer follow-up. Today will consist of one medium long run.
I'm on my DG Keller shit. We the best.
One long run for me, which is like 12 kilometers. I'm gonna go slow, try and keep my heart rate down. I'm just trying to bring up my weekly kilometer from week to week. So I think this week I'm gonna aim for like 20. I did 4 yesterday, 12 today. Maybe I'll do like 6 or 8 for the rest of the week, so maybe like 22. I think I'm aiming for like a 5:50 pace, 12 kilometer, but it is so hot here, so I'm not gonna try and hit any sort of pace. I'm just gonna actually try and keep my heart rate down and get it done. So basically on this running journey, I have to kind of figure out what is good for me before a run. So I'm going with a 10 gram carb jelly thing. I think it's 10 grams of carbs. I mean, it says 10 on it. Then this Balance Power cereal bar. This is only going to be like 20 grams of carbs overall, but we'll see how I function on it. I'm going to bring a jelly with me as well. I mean, it's only 12k. Like this guy here ran 100k and I don't think he even ate a single thing, so I'm sure we'll be fine. But yeah, my muscles tend to give out pretty quickly because I have so much of it. No, I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you on the run. We're about 2.5 kilometers in. I'm chilling. It is very hot. I'm just kind of following Finn. We're running to the actual running track. The thing with Finn, he's a much better runner than me. But since he's an ultra runner, he just kind of like goes whatever, stops, starts, because he runs a fucking 100k. But I'm trying to keep up the pace here. There was no chance in hell I was not completing the goal I gave for myself today. I have to keep stacking these small wins. I knew if I did not complete that 12k and 550, I would go home so depressed and I would not believe in myself. But after the first 6k of averaging like 6:40 pace, traffic lights around here, you don't jaywalk, you're not allowed to walk across the street. You have to wait 30 seconds for every traffic light. Going through buildings, going through narrow streets. Got to the running track, brought my pace up to around 5:58, something like that, and then I just legged it for the last k and a half. I think my heart rate got up to about 200, but we got it done. Let's go. All right, this is unbelievably claustrophobic, but I'm going to show you this room in a minute. It is tiny, there's stuff everywhere. I'm going to make my meal in my bed. I know some people are going to cringe at that, but it has to be done. So this is the bowl. Let's start with the cereal, I guess. I've got no idea what the calories are. I might ask ChatGPT after. But like, if I had to guess, just from previous experience, I would say like 350 calories in half the bag, maybe like 50-60 grams of carbs. It's a pretty reasonably sized pot or bowl. Now I'm going to break this banana up and put it in there. This is like the most, I was going to say ghetto, but like I am in a hotel in Tokyo. I mean, it's not very ghetto, but the game is the game. If anybody is still watching this and they haven't skipped this part through, out of MyProtein, ESN, Perform, what brand do you think has the best supplements? The best products? And second question, no relevance to the first question. If I had a code to a brand, like a supplement sponsor, would you use it? And what should it be? So, yeah, I'm going to try an upper later. I have a few calls in the meantime, then I'll do some shopping. I want to buy a watch too. I want to buy a Japanese exclusive G-Shock. I don't know which one yet. I was looking at a watch 2 days ago, and it was made in Japan, but it's not sold exclusively here. I was going to buy it, but if I'm in Japan, I may as well get an exclusive one. That would be pretty cool. And I want to have a good collection as I grow up, you know. A 22nd birthday present to me, because my family got me
a watch for my 21st. This is grim. This is actually grim. I don't know what. I don't need to do this. Like, there's knives over there. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I do this kind of stuff all the time. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm in my bed. Like, I have to touch my phone and my laptop after this, man. This is grim. Like, what the... Alright, here's this monstrosity. I don't want to put all the milk in it because then it'll get soggy as hell, so I'm just going to do like half of it maybe. Ah, my back, this is so uncomfortable too. And here is the meal. Let me give it a quick taste test.
There's something I need to tell you about the next slap that you're going to receive. As painful as humanly possible.
Sure. Yes, over the years you got in some great slaps.
Some great slaps.
Kind of forgot that I'm showing you a full day of eating and training. I just came to this coffee shop. I'm going to do a couple hours of work. What I have here is just basically an Americano with a little bit of almond milk. Now, I don't really want to waste calories on something like a cappuccino or like a caramel latte or stuff like that.
That is so good.
Yeah, I know. It's
That's
really
so
good.
good.
Just like a little bit of milk always makes it way better. But yeah, I don't know. I prefer to just have an Americano, even with like a splash of milk, and then use my calories on something that's actually efficient, something that's really gonna like fuel my sessions. So yeah, I'm gonna do a bit of work, drink this coffee, probably edit the next YouTube video. So I'm filming basically the third video in the last week. I put out the first one already. That's like the hybrid athlete training in Bali. Now I'm editing the second one, which is like my first 2 days in Japan. Now I'm currently filming the third one, which is like the full day of eating and training in Japan. So yeah, get some work done. Maybe go to the gym after this or in the evening. Not too sure. I'll keep you updated anyways, alright? Yeah, we're gonna go get like ramen or sushi or something like that, something nice and carbs, because we're gonna go work out in like 3 or 4 hours. Some water too, obviously staying hydrated after that long run in the heat. It's gonna be a good workout later. I'm gonna do upper, I think. I don't know if you're gonna train, but I think I want to try 105 for 3 on bench. We'll see how I feel. It is 12:55, time for lunch. I just ordered spicy Chinese fried chicken with a large portion of rice, and I might get some extra rice if the portion isn't big enough. Again, I'm just trying to eat as many carbs as possible to really fuel all my sessions. I'll get enough protein in, I'm not worried about that. I just want to make sure I'm fully refueled for my lifting session so it's not getting harmed by my running session. So here we have some sort of soup, not too sure what this is, a load of cabbage, some Chinese spicy fried chicken, a large portion of rice, and we have some more tempura fried chicken here. Question I get asked a fair amount on Instagram and TikTok is how much caffeine should we be taking? I don't know. When I'm back home, I'm a bit more like structured with it and rigid, and I wouldn't have more than maybe one monster, one coffee a day before 2 p.m. as well. And especially when I'm on a cut, I'm really rigid with it so I can actually sleep well. But like recently and when I'm traveling, I do whatever, like especially if it is before 1, 2, 3 p.m. I'll just have really as much as I want. But one thing that I see people do way too much is just absolutely abusing caffeine, like in the morning, in the afternoon, and then when they go to train in the evening, they're just so slumped. They just absolutely crash. Don't intake so much caffeine where you're not actually getting the benefits of it when you train. If I had to be perfect with it, I wouldn't have any during the day, until just before I train, like maybe 15 to 30 minutes. And again, that is if you are training before like 3 p.m. So today, I mean, I've had a coffee already. I'm gonna have 2 of these. That's only like 200 milligrams of caffeine. And I see people pumping out like 400 milligrams pre-workout like every single day along with a Monster. So bring your caffeine intake down. Okay, it is time for our workout. I'm absolutely exhausted. My legs feel like jelly, so I'm kind of carving up again properly. And you need to eat carbs. You need to supply yourself with energy if you want to perform well. So I have the Calorie Sweat, some sodium and some more carbs. I've got another one of these energy things. They don't have 10 grams of carbs. They have 45 in 180 calories apparently. So it's 100% carbs. And then a chocolate banana crepe. It's a lot of fast digesting carbs. Get through this session and then get home and have a shit ton of protein. I will see you in the gym if we get in. That was a little bit of an L. It's kind of hard to find a gym around here. What?
It's not recording.
Twat. It's actually kind of hard to find a gym around here that like you can just get a normal day pass and you can go in and work by yourself. And we checked like 5 different locations and we finally found one, so we carbed up for the workout. And we went there and it was actually like 4 storage units that you had to reserve in advance and they were all booked out until 9 p.m. It's a bit of an L, but not really. It's not like when you eat carbs or fast digesting carbs that they just go to waste if you don't use them straight away. Like it'll either fill up my glycogen stores and I'll have it for use later, or I'll just use them for the rest of the day with my activity and the rest of my walking, and then I can just eat some more carbs later. So at the end of the day, it's not really that big of a deal. We have a walking tour of Shinjuku at 7 p.m. so it's 2.5 hours, and I've already done 30,000 steps today, but I'm not letting another day go by where I don't basically do what I tell myself I'm going to do in terms of training. It's probably going to end up being like a 4.5 thousand calorie day. I just showed you there I got some protein. I'm just going to basically treat this protein and the carbs I just had as like a meal, since they're not really pre-workout carbs anymore. I've got no idea how many calories I've eaten today, but I'll probably tot it up at the end of the day and like have it in my thumbnail. 6:55 p.m. We have got a tour in 5 minutes. My legs are fried. I've already done 30,000 steps. We're going to finish at around 40 and then go train. Let's go. Okay, I just left my tour like 5 minutes early. I'm going to go try a gym. I think it's called like Monkey Gym, something like that. This is like the only option I have. There are no open gyms, no gyms that do day passes. They're all personal training gyms or gyms that don't open at this time. It is 9:30. This is not optimal at all in a training sense. Like I've done 36,000 steps today, that 12k run. Man, like I am exhausted. I could just train upper tomorrow and actually refuel and get a good sleep, but I am just really obsessed with that whole idea of actually doing what you tell yourself you're going to do. So that's what I'm trying to build on right now. It's just discipline and actually sticking to what I say I'm going to do. I also want to make this a sick video for you guys, like a full day of a proper run and an upper workout on my full diet. So I really want to get this workout in, at least bench if I can. So I'm pretty sure this gym does day passes, but you can only get it during like 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. when the staff are actually there. So I think my best bet is to just wait outside until somebody comes out and just grab the door. Man, it's the same with like every gym I've seen around here. It's just impossible to enter. It's just all kind of self-service stuff. And like I don't even know how to get up here. Like, is this the entry? There's not a whole lot going on at this door. I feel like such a failure, but there was literally no way I was getting in there. It was completely dark. Like I needed the staff to sign me up and all, even for a day pass. I waited there for like 10 minutes. There's literally no way I was going to get in. We'll train in the morning and show you that. God, I'm really disappointed with myself.
I could have got it done earlier in the day if I actually planned my day a little bit better. But I'm gonna walk home now. It's around 1.5 kilometers away. Maybe try to get up to 40,000 steps. I've burnt probably from the run, all the steps just for my normal bodily functions, probably around 4 to 4,500 calories today. And I've only eaten like 120 grams of protein, and I haven't really totted up my calories yet. I'll do it at the end of the day, but I definitely need to eat a lot more right now. And if I see anywhere on the way, like something quick and easy, I'll probably grab that. If not, I'll just do a 7-Eleven raid. I'm gonna keep ranting on about this concept, but if I really want to be this person that I say I want to be, then I have to make the sacrifices to actually get the work done. I have to be the kind of guy that says, I get my workouts done every single day, no matter what. I cannot be the guy that is continuously making excuses and continuously missing the targets that I set out for myself. Even something as stupid as this, like not hitting an upper session at the night time and just hitting it tomorrow morning instead. But if I was able to hit this upper session tonight and get enough fuel in me and then hit legs tomorrow, then I'd be an extra day ahead of my sessions. So I just totted up my calories for the day in my head with a pretty good level of accuracy, and I'm between 2,900 to 3,100. So I wouldn't mind getting like 1,000 calories more food now. I'm gonna aim for like 70, 80 grams more protein, maybe like 20, 30 grams fats, and then the rest carbs, and really refuel. Do you know what? I actually spotted a Burger King. That's gonna work. Exact same setup as earlier, phone on the laptop in the bed. Let me show you what I got in Burger King. About 1,400 calories to get back to maintenance for the day. I ended the day on 38.6 thousand steps. Got a decent run done in the morning, had a great day exploring Japan, so I'm not going to beat myself up too much for missing that workout. That's life sometimes. You try your best, you can't get it done. I'm going to get it done tomorrow. No big deal. I'm going to put my final calories up on the screen here. I think it's around 4.2 to 4.4. I got around 1.2 to 1.4 thousand calories of Burger King. And again, I'm just estimating, but my estimates are usually pretty accurate to make up the calories. So, first of all, 2 hash browns. Okay, then 5 of these weird looking nuggets. They're red. Chicken burger. Some sort of hamburger. And a warm apple pie dessert. Now, do I recommend doing this all the time? Obviously not. But if you need the calories, you've had an extremely active day, man, just do it. Enjoy yourself. It is all good. I would rather fuel up on food like this rather than go to bed having not eaten enough protein and not eaten enough carbs, actually be refueled for tomorrow. So I am completely fine with this food. I've been active enough. I deserve it. It's completely fine. Okay? I will talk to you tomorrow because my phone is about to die. All right?
Good morning. I didn't sleep very well because somebody's alarm woke me up at 6 a.m. There's absolutely no reason to be up at 6 a.m. Why are we up at 6 a.m. then? Gym situation is still absolutely dire. I think I may be able to get to a gym between like 10 and 3 p.m. and then spend a while like talking to a staff just to get a week pass or something like that. I don't know. I did not think that this was going to be such a big deal or such a big effort, but have to get it done. I'm just on the way to the shop now. It is around 7:30. I'm going to get my breakfast and my pre-workout meal. It'll probably just be cereal, protein milk and a banana again. Oh, and the Monster because I'm going back to Bali in a couple of weeks and they don't have Monster, so getting as much as possible while I'm here. Oh baby. Editing my next YouTube video while I have this Monster, waiting till about 9 p.m. Then gonna have my pre-workout meal, then gonna try and get into that gym at 10 a.m. But we will see. If I can't get in, I'm gonna have to just do like a body weight calisthenic workout. I don't know. Hey dudes, it's me again. I'm in my kitchen. Let me check how dark this is. Oh, this is just such horrible quality. Oh, need to improve on everything. Camera quality, lighting, location, everything. Anyways, pre-workout meal. Half of this bag of cereal again, a banana in the fridge, and a protein milk. Same thing as yesterday with different cereal this time. And there we go. Nothing fancy, but it's effective.
and it tastes pretty good. Look at the state of this room, by the way. Like, this is just, oh.
Now I really hope I get into this gym. That's going to be the next thing you see. Me attempting to get into this gym, okay? I will see you in the gym. Boys, this is the first time I'm actually doing a voiceover like this for a gym session in a YouTube video, so bear with me if I am very rusty with it. I'll try and keep it as natural as possible. This was just one of those gym sessions where if I had have let the first exercise affect me, it would have been a horrible session. I've really been trying to bring up my bench recently, which is hard while I've been traveling and not sleeping well and not eating well at all, and I was super disappointed to only get 2 very bad reps this session. I got 100 for 3 easily the session before. I'm just really frustrated these days moving around gym so much. I'm just so ready to lock back in on my training. After that failure, I could either make the decision to have a horrible session because I'm weak now, or just say, okay, I failed on bench, let me get stronger and have a great session otherwise. So that's exactly what I did. The rest of the workout was unreal. Here I'm doing a chest supported upper back row. There was no cable row, there was no seated machine row, so I had to work with what I had, and that was great. And now for biceps, my absolute worst muscle group. I've come to learn to stop overcomplicating or analyzing bicep training and just get as strong as I can on a curl. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm only doing about 20s right now on these dumbbell curls, but I'm going to try to get up to 30s or 25s. Even if my form gets a little bit worse, I just need to be curling big weight for big biceps. I should probably mention as well that I usually follow an upper lower split. So this is an upper session. I pick about 1 exercise, maybe 2 depending on the day for each muscle group, and just do 2 sets of 6 to 10 reps, maybe 5 to 10 reps. So the next thing I did was an incline dumbbell press. This gym's dumbbells only went up to 30 kilos, so I had to do a lot of reps. When actually performing this exercise, focus more on tucking your elbows in and pressing up and back rather than the incline of the actual bench, which doesn't matter as much as you think it does. We then moved on to lateral raises for shoulders, which is the only shoulder exercise I've done for like 8 to 10 months now. I literally just do 6 sets of this a week to failure, and that is all I need to grow. And I'm noticing now that I actually have a slope. One shoulder is way higher than the other. I'll fix that. So this gym actually didn't have a Smith machine or a dip bar, so I had to make something work to hit the lateral head of my tricep. So I'm doing a sort of JM press here with this chest press machine. I'll show you in a minute why it isn't actually perfect for the triceps, but it's pretty good. You can make a lot of things work in a gym that isn't very good. You can see that the neutral grip of this machine is actually blocking my elbows from being able to point higher towards the sky, which would be more tricep focused. So I was getting a little bit more chest activation than I would have wanted to. We already did our row for the upper back, traps and rear delts. Now we're moving on to a lat pull down. I usually put this near the end of my workouts because my lats are kind of one of my strongest muscle groups. When you're doing this, to really focus on the lats, stay upright, you don't have to fully extend, and you only have to bring the bar just below your chin. There was no normal cable machine, so I had to just make a tricep pushdown work on the lat pull down machine by basically taking out the pin, bringing the bar down and then putting the pin back in. And it was pretty decent. I look kind of funky with this extremely long bar though. Right now I'm actually experimenting with doing a lot more volume for my lacking muscle groups like my biceps. I was so obsessed with the whole optimal gym talk thing and doing low volume for ages, but now I'm realizing I should just try and see if I can still progress and get bigger on more volume, because I would spend 3 hours a day in the gym if I could, or if it was optimal. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do more volume and still see if I progress. And I wish this lighting wasn't blurred because I'm actually looking pretty sick, if I say so myself, after 9 weeks of traveling. I cannot wait to see what I can do when I am back set in one location.
Issuing 2 tickets.
Alright dudes, we are back in the bed after the gym session. I've got a white chocolate protein bar here, 15 grams of protein, and then another Monster. Yeah, I'm having like 4 a day at the moment. But anyways, my post-workout meal was chicken, egg, rice, extra rice in that big bowl, 3 pieces of tempura chicken, So probably around like 35 grams of protein. That's why I got an extra like 15 grams here. But yeah, that is a full day or day and a half of training and dieting in Japan. There is a lot more content coming while I am out in Japan, and I'm really putting more of a focus onto YouTube and trying to get a lot better at doing things. So I know the videos are a bit like raw or shit at the moment, but I'll get better. You know, it's like anything. I've only posted 4 videos now or 5 videos. Like, I'm gonna get a lot better. So subscribe if you're new.
Sorry, man.
So subscribe if you're new to follow along my journey of becoming an elite athlete. Was that good? Was that better?
I don't think you should say subscribe. Don't be thirsty. Just like if people want to follow you for who you are, they will. Say, I'm on the road to becoming the fucking
I'm on the
best.
road to becoming the
Okay.
fucking best
Fucking join.
in everything I do. You can follow along if you want to. It's
Exactly.
up to you.